What's up, gorgeous people? It's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, guys, I hope that everybody's still staying safe out there. I hope that you're finding things to do and being a little bit productive during this time while you're stuck in your house. Maybe there's some projects that are unfinished that you needed to do, or maybe there's some projects that you haven't even started, and now's a great time to do that. Now that we're cooped up in our houses for who knows how long. I mean, this really stinks, guys. I'm hoping that my videos are giving you some inspiration for when we're able to get back out in the world again with the fashion that I'm showing you and some of the DIYs that we're going to be doing, which today is a DIY day. Now, I know in my last video last week that I told you guys in my haul that I would be showing you the 3 shoes that I was going to revamp and then 2 additional shoes that I just got from eBay. But you know what? My DIYs take a little bit of time because I like to try to explain everything that I'm doing to you guys. So I just don't want the video to be too long. So I decided that I'm just going to pull one pair of shoes and we're going to do a DIY on those shoes today. So in that last video, I also mentioned I don't have a pair of yellow shoes, which is unheard of because I literally have a little over 500 pairs of shoes and none of them are yellow. Crazy. I just find that absolutely mind-boggling because I love color. Purple's my favorite color, but I don't have a whole lot of purple shoes as far as that goes. So, you know, it just really was weighing on me that I didn't have any yellow shoes. So first thing I did was start looking online. I'm like, Amber, what are you doing? I have 2 pairs of shoes that need DIY, so why not just make one of them the yellow shoes that you need? So that's what we're going to do today. These shoes are inspired by the Shoe Bakery shoes. I did do a pair of shoes like the ice cream cone type shoes that Shoe Bakery does. I can do a DIY on those shoes if anybody's interested on seeing how I made these shoes because I made them. I wasn't going to buy the Shoe Bakery ones. The Shoe Bakery ones are gorgeous, stunning, lovely shoes, but I'm not paying that much money. So that's why I DIY'd myself a pair. I love how they turned out. I'm definitely going to do some more pairs like that, but you know, more pairs that would match more things, I guess you can say, because, you know, the green doesn't really match a whole lot of my outfits. At any rate, we're going to take that same inspiration for today's shoe, and I'm just going to do like an icing kind of look in the yellow. That's my thought. So, you know, for the first time, I'm not completely done with the DIY as I'm filming this intro for you guys, but I really needed to get this filmed so that I can have this video up and ready for you tomorrow. So I'm not done with it yet. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put the cherry on top because, yeah, like I don't know where those cherries are right now, and I'm not about to go digging in my craft studio, which is a separate building from the rest of my house. And it's a total wreck, guys. Like it's, yeah, I mean, I'm not digging through all that stuff trying to figure out where these cherries are. So I'm trying to DIY cherries to put on top. I guess you'll have to see at the end of the video if I actually pull that off, because at this point, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. So let's just see how it goes. Without further ado, let's get into how I made these shoes. Okay guys, materials in the description box below, and I'm showing you here that I'm going to use this acrylic caulking. I'm going to take it and literally squirt it right into this paper ball. So you're going to need a lot of the caulking because you want to make sure that you have more than enough to do both of your shoes. So now I'm going to take this apple barrel yellow paint, shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to squirt a ton of it in there. Because you have to figure that the caulking is white, so it's going to dilute the color of the paint when you put it in there. So you're going to want to make sure you want to add a lot. So after mixing it for a little while, I realized I wasn't happy with the color, so I went ahead and added a little bit more. And then you're going to make sure that you mix it up thoroughly, making sure there's no white left in there once you're done mixing. Okay, looking pretty good to me, so I'm satisfied with it. We're going to move on. Grab my shoe here, and I'm going to take one of those scalpels that I got from the Dollar Tree that comes in packs like 3 or 4 for $1. And I'm showing you here that you can tape all these areas off that you don't want to get the caulking on, but I suggest that you don't, and I'm going to show you why here in a second. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take that scallop. Is it a scallop? Whatever. I'm just literally putting the caulking onto the shoe. So you're just going to spread it like you would butter or icing or whatever. You want it to look like icing, so I guess icing's a better reference. So this is how you're going to do this, guys. It's so simple. You literally just spread it on the shoe. So now I'm going to show you here close up that those areas that you don't want to get the caulking on, just dab it into place. See how I'm just taking it and just dabbing it into place? I highly suggest doing it this way because I feel like if you tape these areas off, that once you rip that tape off, I think it's going to rip the caulking off with the tape, and you're going to have to do touch-up anyways. I just don't see the point in doing it anyhow, because look at it. It's clean, it's finished. There's no need to tape this off. I highly suggest that you don't, and that you just take your time and dab it into place. Because if you do get a little bit on the bottom of the shoe or something where you don't want it, just wipe it off right away. It's that simple, guys. I suggest doing it this way. I don't have any problems, so you do what you think is best for you, but this way works best for me. So now I let the shoe dry for a day, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the heel because I was holding on to heel to do all of the other parts of the shoe. So now that everything's dry and I can hold on to that to finish the heel, I'm going to do the exact same process that I've been doing this entire time. So I'm just adding it into place, but you just want to make sure you let the caulking dry for like a day before you touch it, because otherwise you're going to have fingerprints all through all your work and it's not going to look very good. So you just do the exact same process that you've been doing, just dabbing it into place, making sure you don't get it anywhere you do not want it to be. Okay, now I'm looking and I'm like, the inside of the shoe, you can still see that when I put my foot in there. So I want to cover all those areas that are still showing the old parts of the shoe that you could still see when I put my foot in there. So you're going to make sure that you do touch up and just make sure that everything from the old shoe is covered. Okay, looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. We're going to move on. So here I'm showing you that this is what I want it to look like. A little like dollop of icing with a cherry on top. So I found cherries from an other shoe that I wasn't really happy with, so I just ripped them off. Saved me a lot of time. I was trying to DIY them, wasn't working out for me. So I'm just going to take this baggie and one of those icing tips. I'm going to stick the icing tip in the baggie there, just cut the little part off so I can squeeze it through. And this isn't normally how I do it, guys, but I'm doing it this way because I don't know where my stuff is. So now I'm just going to go ahead and squirt that acrylic caulking into this little baggy rigged thing that I have going on here so that I can plop a little dollop of icing on the front there. So here, you literally just take it and you bloop, just like you would a cupcake or something. You put your little icing on top and stick a cherry in it. Looking pretty awesome. Now, because my cherries were from another pair of shoes and I ripped them off, there's parts of the cherry that is missing. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of touch-up work here so that you don't see those areas where you can clearly see that it's missing parts of the red for the cherry. So I'm just touching it up, making the icing go a little bit higher than it normally would because I did that, but you guys can totally skip this part if you have a cherry that is not damaged. So this is just me doing some touch up, making it look as good as I possibly can because I so didn't want to use those cherries that I was DIYing. They just weren't what I wanted them to be. So that's why I just ripped these off of another pair of shoes. And I'm finishing up here, looking pretty good. Love it. So do the same thing to the other shoe. I'm good to go. Okay, guys, there you go. That is such a fun, easy DIY. I love the Shoe Bakery style shoes. I love how they look like they have icing on them and look like cakes and ice cream. I think they're so cute. This one, I wanted it to be completely yellow. So that's why I didn't do like the ice cream cone thing or a little bit of cake like showing or something like that. I just wanted a yellow shoe. So I kind of went for the icing effect. And then I am filming this again before I actually finish the DIY, so I'm hoping that I was able to get that cherry on top. I don't know at this point. I hope it turned out. Don't know. I'm sure I'll put some pop-ups here letting you guys know if it did or didn't turn out. Hopefully it did. I don't know. So at any rate, this is such an easy thing to do though. I mean, acrylic caulking is something that you get extremely cheap. I mean, at Walmart, it's like $2.50. And that whole, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Tube, I guess you can say, of caulking will last you for quite a few projects because I use this a lot when I do shoes. And the reason why I choose to use this instead of the various other different methods that you can do is because it is water resistant, which means it'll be good for the weather. It's flexible. So if you have shoes where you need a little bit of flexibility while you're walking, It's good for that. So that's why I choose to use this on a lot of my shoe DIYs, especially when I'm painting. And then you don't have to do numerous coats of paint. It's just one coat, done. You know what I'm saying? So I really like using this on my shoe projects. So you'll probably see quite a few more shoe projects with this on there. I probably will do the cake style shoe bakery shoe at some point on this channel because I really love it. And I don't have a pair like that yet, and I haven't attempted it yet. So why not give it a try? And I will probably do another ice cream one because I just need one that's a little bit more flexible color wise with some of the outfits that I have in my closet so I could wear it with more things. So at any rate, I hope that this was a fun video for you to watch. I hope you get some inspiration from it and you get yourself some acrylic caulking and you know, just start going to town on a pair of shoes. Why not? I mean, there's other materials that you can use as well that's a little outside the box. Just think of what is weather resistant that you can use on your shoes to transform them and give it a try. And if you come up with something different than what I've done here, please let me know. I love listening to people's new ideas and I love them sharing their projects with me. I think it is so fun. So at any rate, I hope you found this video helpful or useful in some way. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, like, share, do all of those things to help other people find this channel. Thanks so much for taking the time to check this out. I will catch you in my next video, but in the meantime, please stay home, stay safe, and healthy. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye! So hopefully my videos are making you laugh and just brightening your day just a little bit. So that doesn't work. Blah. The cherry. Yeah. I'm not sure if that turned out or not. So I'm hoping that it did because I'm filming this before I finish the DIY because I'm waiting on the cherry to dry so that I can put on that second coat and hopefully smooth it out and make it look more like a cherry. I hope it works. I don't know. Okay, do it again. Okay, guys, so there you go. I mean, that is a super fun, easy DIY. I mean, almost everybody can what? What were you going to say there?